Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm, and this is it. This is the final video. This is actually going to be a quick one because there's really not much for me to teach you. The last couple things that we need to do is basically we have one thing left to do, which is publish our game. So I'm going to walk you through the steps that you need to go through to publish your game, and but first we need to let's fix some things here first, though. Let's take a look at our project settings, okay? And in our project settings, there are a lot of things that we can change. And we want to pay attention to these again because we want to make sure that we are not, missing anything before we publish. One thing we want to change is probably the name. I'm going to keep it Spooky Game, but if you wanted to change it, you could change it here. The other thing we can change is, I'm just looking for a spooky icon. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good spooky icon to bring into my game here. Sure, I'll just choose this ghost. I'm going to download a ghost icon real quick. Did that download that fast? Hold on. As a PNG. Free download. Perfect. Sorry, this is all happening on my other screen. I'm just finding a resource to bring in. So I just downloaded this ghost icon. I just downloaded this ghost icon. Where is it going? Hello? Oh, my project menu is open. My project settings menu is open. Just downloaded this ghost icon, which isn't coming in for some reason. Strange. Where do she be? Oh, it's in my audio folder for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to make this ghost icon the icon for my game. So I'm going to go here, click ghost. Oh, I click cancel. Click open. Okay, so the ghost icon is going to be my icon for the game. At run, I want to make sure that my world scene is the main scene of my game. My boot splash, so I can change the background color of the boot splash, the boot up screen, or I can set an image for the boot up screen, all kinds of stuff. But we're not going to have a boot up screen. We just want to go straight to the game. Okay, display. Now here's some important stuff. So by default, we've kept it at 1152 by 648 and windowed mode. I actually want to run this full screen whenever we start the game. So what I want to do is I want this to be, mode is going to be full screen, and stretch mode is going to be canvas items, and let's say keep aspect ratio, that's fine. We're not worried about handheld right now, or VSync. VSync is fine. Mouse cursor we don't care about because mouse cursor is being hidden. Audio, we can keep that default. Internalization, we can keep that default. GUI, all this stuff can be changed or it can be kept. Rendering, renderer. Make sure we're using the forward plus because we are doing 3D graphics. So make sure you're on forward plus. Environment clear color doesn't matter. Okay, all of this stuff is totally fine. Yeah, really the only thing I care about, were these first couple of options, specifically the full screen option. Okay, cool. So now that those settings are all set up, now we can export. So go to Project, Export, and notice that we don't have any presets here. So what you can do is you can click Add, and you can pick the platform you want to publish your game to. So we have Android, iOS, Linux, Mac, Web, Windows. Now notice that our inputs were all set up for the keyboard. So you don't want to publish to Android or iOS because we don't have keyboards on the cell phone that will correspond to the keys, right? The physical keys. So you're kind of stuck with these four options. If you're going to play it on a Linux computer, then that's what you want. If you're going to play it on a Mac, that's what you want. Web will allow you to publish this game to a website, basically put it on a website and let people play it inside your website. But you have to have a website and an FTP server and all that stuff. Or you can submit it to itch.io and have it played there. There are plenty of videos to show you how to export a game from Godot to itch.io. For us, we're going to choose Windows Desktop. Okay. And we're not going to change any of these settings at all. We're just going to keep it all the same. And we're going to click Export Project. Okay. And it's going to ask us, where do we want to save it? I'm going to create a new folder called Spooky Game. And I'm going to put it in that folder. Click Save. Okay. So now it's done. And OK. And close. Let's take a look at our new Spooky Game folder. And wait a second. My icon didn't change. So the reason why that didn't happen, let me just show you here. If we were to go back to export, it says the cRedit tool or the RC Edit tool must be configured in the editor settings, export Windows RC Edit to change the icon or app information data. So this is a setting that needs to be taken care of if you want to change your icon. And changing those settings is much more detailed than I want to get into in this video. But there are videos out there that can show you how to do that. So if you absolutely positively have to have your Ghost Boy icon instead of the robot or whatever, then you can watch a video to learn how to do that. The rest of us, however, are going to just keep with the Godot robot. But the cool thing is, now that you have this spookygame.exe and this spookygame.pck file, as long as they're in the same folder, you can just double click and play your game. And now I'm playing. Oh, it's so cool. Look at that. Oh, it's so foggy and interesting. And I don't know where I'm going. And, oh, there's a ghost. Oh, no, there's a ghost. Let me turn on this light. Oh, run away. Run away from the ghost. Where am I going? I actually am kind of lost. I moved around twice. Oh, I know where I am. Oh, no, there's ghosts. Don't touch me. Anyway, so you can play your game full screen by default, which is what I recommend. You can also change those options so that it doesn't go full screen. You can keep it windowed if you really like, but I like it going full screen. Let me show you what happens if you try to play it and you're not in the same folder as this PCK file. You get this error. Kid Alone project data at path is the PCK file missing. If you've renamed the executable, the associated PCK file should also be renamed to match the executable's name without the extension. So what we can do is, let's put it back in the same folder. So I show you that just so I can show you that if you're going to give this to somebody to play, you have to have both the PCK file and the executable in the same folder in order for it to work. So you can put these on a flash drive, for example, hand them the flash drive and tell them to, go nuts. If this gets deleted, then you have to re-export the project. If this gets renamed, you have to make sure you rename this to the same thing. Okay, these both have to be there. But once you have this, you can now play it anytime you want on any Windows computer. Okay, so now you have your game in a folder that you can give to people and take wherever you want and show off this game that you've made. So to turn this in, all you have to do is compress this to a zip file and then turn in your zip file. Okay, turn that zip file in. And then I will play your game, take a look at it. Oh, one other thing. If you are on the computer in the lab and you export it and you're like, oh, great, let me play test it, and you try to play it, it's not going to work. The school has blocked any unauthorized applications from running, so you're not going to be able to play your game. I can, because I don't have those same restrictions, but you won't be able to. You'll have to play it on your own computer at home in order to play test it. So, okay, yeah, that's it. You've gone from not having a video game to making an entire video game and being able to publish it and send it to friends. That's crazy. That's insane. Look at this. It's crazy. We made a game. We made a game. So I'm so glad that you stuck around and you paid attention while we were doing this and you followed all the steps. Oh, there's a ghost. And I hope that you enjoyed this process, and I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that this inspires you to try to see what else you can make. Oh gosh, oh no! Try to see what else you can make and see if you can make something better, or even make this game better, or whatever. But hey, you win. Press escape to quit, and I'm gonna quit as well. Thanks for sticking with me through this whole thing, and I'm glad to have more game developers in the world. So this has been awesome. So I'll see you next time.